Volume up, volume up, volume up. Dre all day coming to y'all live from Work on Your Game University. You're in the dean's office, Work on Your Game University. This is Dre all day coming to y'all live. Hope everybody's had a great day thus far. Great start to your month of February. Instagram says that telling some of my followers that I have started a live video. So as y'all come into the stream, tell me your name and location. Name and location. We are live. We are live. Fly the Prophet. What's good? We are live. Tell me your name and location as you come into the live stream. Name and location. Not just your name, not just your location. Your name and your location. My name is Dre all day, checking in from the beautiful city of Miami, the Magic City. This is Work on Your Game University, the city within the city. Today, I ain't even decided what I'm gonna talk about yet. I got a couple ideas. I'm gonna decide by the time I get through with these introductions. Jerry, who is eating at Chipotle. Shout out to Chipotle. Aaron from Philly. Fly from South Carolina. As y'all come into the stream, name and location, name and location, name and location. I'm just deciding right now what we're going to talk about, man. I got a lot of topics. I got a lot of content. I just got to decide. This is a good problem to have. Aaron checking in from Bosnia. Shout out to Bosnia. Shout out to Herzegovina, Montenegro, Serbia. Adrian checking in from Sunnyvale. Shout out to Sunnyvale, California. Shout out to my dude Nightwing out there in the Bay. I think he moved, I heard. Ace Guest says, it cold out there? Nah, you see what I got on, right? I'm outside. It ain't cold. It don't really get cold here. Maybe a couple days a year. But listen, everybody tell me name and location as you come in. I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Dre Baldwin. Many people know me as Dre all day. I'm a former 9-year professional basketball player. I'm now author and still author of 25 books. I am the creator of this whole philosophy that is called Work on Your Game. It is taking a pro athlete's mindset and teaching how it applies to business, sports, and life. That's mindset. It's about how you run your business, how you deal with other people, building and cultivating relationships, all of that. There's a lot of things that go into the Work on Your Game philosophy, but overall, you'll learn all of them. You pay attention to me. You stay close to what I got going on here. What I want to talk about today, I'm going to talk about getting rid of your old self to become your new self. Devontae, what's good? I will get to questions at the end of the stream, but the way this works, for those of y'all who don't know, I do the stream, I share what I'm going to share. I usually don't go that long, and then if there's questions or comments, then I will address the questions or comments at the end. So if you got questions or comments, I'll get to those at the end. But first, we're going to get into the material. Today's topic is you got to be willing, able, and ready to kill your current self to become your next self. All y'all know Jay-Z, right? The rapper Jay-Z. On Jay-Z's last album, his last solo album, the first song on the album was called Kill Jay-Z. And when he did some interviews for that, the point of it, if you listen to the song, and he said in his interviews, was that he was maturing. He was growing into a new person, or he had matured and grown into a new person. And he needed to symbolically get rid of that old Jay-Z, because that old Jay-Z had a certain persona. It was a certain way he presented himself. It was a certain way he wanted people to think of him. And he wanted to he was letting himself know, and he was letting everybody know, all of us who listen to his music, he was letting all of us know, like, yo, that person is no longer here. I've matured. I'm in a relationship now. I'm married. I in not so many words, admitted to cheating on his wife, but I got over that, went to the therapy and dealt with my wife, and now I'm a mature, grown man. The same dude that you knew from those songs back then, I'm not that same dude anymore. I still make the music, but I'm not that same guy. He was letting everybody know he had advanced. And what I'm letting you know is that you don't have to make a song talking about killing yourself, but what you do need to do is for you to advance and move on to your next level. Wherever you're at right now, if you know what your next level is going to be, or you got an idea, or you've been thinking about it, or you wrote it down, but you ain't do shit yet, and I know some of y'all fall into that category, understand that it's some elements of the current you they're gonna have to get taken out. They're gonna have to get knocked off for you to move to your next level. And here's the challenge with this. Now, it's not that much of a challenge for you to move to the next level and kill your current self if your current self ain't doing shit. Like, if your current self hasn't achieved anything, you haven't done anything, you have no accomplishments under your belt, you ain't really got nothing going on, then you don't lose anything by killing your current self. It's like, your current self ain't shit. Let me get rid of that and become a new self. You're happy to do it. Here's where it becomes a challenge, is when your current self has actually produced results for you. When your current self has actually been successful, then you like, damn, I got to kill this self so I can become a better self. And sometimes you hesitate to do that. You hesitate to kill the current self because the current self worked for you. And that's why Jay-Z, he's a perfect example for what I'm talking about here, because Jay-Z, the rapper Jay-Z, the persona Jay-Z, was very successful. The persona Jay-Z was he's like a forefather of the game to a whole lot of artists out here, even to this day, starting their own companies, owning their businesses, making sure they control their music and control the rights to the work that they've created, and building a company and bringing people up under you and building becoming a business mogul. Every rapper that's doing that, Jay-Z is part of the blueprint for doing that. So Jay-Z, quote unquote, was very successful. For him to say kill Jay-Z, like that's a big ask. You killing off something that's really been working for you. And some of you got this exact problem. A lot of you freelancers and solopreneurs, you have made your business into something. It's an entity that actually exists, and people recognize it, and you making money and you paying your bills with it, and it's worked for you. The thing is, you're doing all the work. You're doing stuff you shouldn't be doing. You spend a whole lot of time on maintenance tasks. You're not outsourcing work. You're not trusting people to do things for you. And you're running yourself on a treadmill, basically. You're just running faster and faster on a treadmill, trying to do all the work yourself, even though you claim that you want to move up to another level. The problem is, the reason why you haven't been able to move up to another level is because you have been, as yet, unwilling to kill your current self. You've been unwilling. Let's say you're a graphic designer, and your best skill is graphic design and selling the graphic design. So you know how to talk to people and have the conversations and close them on your services, and then you know how to deliver the service. Those are two things you're great at. Most of us, we ain't great at everything. We're great at 1, 2, maybe 3 things at the most. The rest of us, all the rest of us, nobody else is better than good. Let me back up. None of us is great at more than maybe 2 or 3 things at the most. Some of us only great at 1 thing. There's a few people great at 2. And if you happen to be amazing, you're great at 3 things. Nobody's great at more than 3 things. So if you find yourself doing more than 3 things in your business on a consistent basis, that's because there's a part of you that you don't want to kill off. You're not outsourcing that work. Get on the internet and find the people who can do that work. Go find the other people who can take your spot. And here's the problem, as I was saying, if you're a graphic designer, okay, you're great at selling your work and you're great at doing the work, but you're also updating your website, you're also running advertising campaigns, you're also trying to write emails, you're also making videos, trying to create content, you're trying to do all these other things that you should not be doing simply because you're not great at it. There's somebody out there who is either better at it than you, or they could be at least 80% as good as you, and nobody's going to know the difference. So you think you have to do it all yourself because you're like, well, nobody else can do it as well as me. Well, guess what? You doing it as well as you do it, the thing that you're not great at, nobody cares anyway. It's not making any impact on the bottom line of your business anyway. So it doesn't matter that nobody's as good as you, because as good as you doesn't do anything. So who cares if nobody's as good as you? What are you losing? Nothing. You need to narrow down. You need to start handing off jobs from what you're already doing, killing off the advertising person in you, killing off the blogger in you, killing off the YouTuber in you, because you're not good at advertising, blogging, and YouTubing, and you need to be 100% the graphic designer and the salesperson, and you need to start putting other people in place to do those jobs until those are the only 2 jobs you're doing. Or, you know what, you might even want to eliminate those jobs. Maybe you don't even need to make videos. Maybe you don't even need to be blogging. Maybe you don't even need to be running ad campaigns. Maybe those things you don't need to be doing. This is where you apply the 80-20 rule. 80% of your results are coming from 20% of your actions. Most of your results are probably coming from the things that you're great at. Selling people the graphic design, doing the graphic design. If that's all you did, you would probably still make at least 80% of the money you're already making, probably more, because you'd be spending more time selling and more time doing what you do best, which is graphic design, which means you'd be providing more value to your clients, which means you probably make more money, if you really thought about it. The challenge for that, even though I just made that sound very logical and very simple and very easy to do, right? The challenge for you as the graphic designer or whatever you do to do what I just said is that you have an emotional attachment to the person that you already are. And the person that you already are has made you reasonably successful. Therefore, you're not willing to kill it off. And that's why this is how a lot of people live their whole lives seemingly running as fast as they can, but they're not going anywhere. They're on a treadmill because even though they're working hard as shit, they're doing the same things over and over again, things that don't get them any further than where they've gone. You basically are at the limit. You're as high as you're going to get being who you currently are. For you to get to the next level, you got to kill off that person and become a different person, but you got to be willing to kill something that is quote unquote working for you. Some parts of someone that's quote unquote working for you, and then become that other person. And this is not just in business, it's in every aspect of life. Because again, all of us have gotten to a certain point in our lives where somebody watching this right now, you probably feel like you're doing pretty good for yourself. You're taking care of your kids, you're paying your bills, you get to go to the bar every Friday, you go on vacation once or twice a year. You're like, yo, I'm good where I'm at. But the thing is being good where you want to be. Is being good the end goal of your life? Do you want to do better than good? Do you want to be great? Do you want to be amazing? You want to be fantastic? If so, then that means you got to get rid of some things. In order to become who you're going to become, you got to get rid of who you are in some aspects. And this is where you use, again, the 80-20 principle. Where 80% of my results coming from? Okay, we're going to keep that thing that's producing 80% of my results. It's usually 20% of your actions. And the other 80%, all right, everybody's head is on the chopping block. Everybody else can be gotten rid of. In my book, Work on Your Game. Yes, it's also a book. I talked about this. I talked about it in the section on habits. Every single day, you got to look at your habits and the person that you are and the things that you're doing all the time. And every day, every single body's having a performance review. Any of you work at a job, every maybe 6 months or 90 days or every year, they do a performance review where they sit down with you, the boss, whoever the bosses are, they sit down with you and they go over your work and they assess. What are you doing to help us? What are you doing to hurt us? What can you do better? What can you do? What are you doing great? What do you need to stop doing? What do you need to start doing? You assess all of that. They do it on a regular basis, and they got to follow it into the corporate office and all of that. You need to be doing the same thing with yourself. You are a business. Your whole life is a business. You're the CEO of INC Incorporated. If you are not reviewing yourself and your habits and your actions and asking yourself, how are these things helping me perform or hurting me from performing, then you're doing your business a disservice. The business called your life. And if you're not doing your life the proper service and you're not treating your life like a business, well, where's that business going to go? If you're not treating your life like a business, your business is not going to treat you the way you want to be treated or the way that you need to be treated. You're not going to be getting the results that you want, and therefore you're going to find yourself running hard as shit. But when you finish running, you're going to run a damn marathon on a treadmill. You're going to get off the treadmill and still be in the same spot that you was in when the race began, and you thought you was going somewhere. Action and effectiveness, activity and effectiveness is not the same thing. Being productive and being effective are not the same. You have to, first of all, know where you're going, where you want to go, then ask yourself, what parts of who I am right now is going to help me get to that person? What parts of who I am right now is not going to help me? And I guarantee you that there are answers to both of those questions, because if you already were exactly the person that you needed to be to get to where you need to get to, you would already be there. Since you're not there, that means parts of you got to get killed off. Everybody clear on that? You got to figure out what parts of you you're going to kill. Now, I'm going to answer questions. Now, for everybody who does not know, if you are new to me, you never heard of me, or if you have heard of me but you didn't know, I wrote a book called The Mirror of Motivation. That is the gateway drug book that you need to read if you want to learn more about this whole philosophy called Work on Your Game. If you like what I just talked about for the last 10 minutes, however long I've been talking, go to the link in my Instagram bio. It is mirrorofmotivation.com. Let me post that right here. MMF, mirrorofmotivation.com. Go to that link right there. You get my book, The Mirror of Motivation. You get it for free. The book is free. All you do is take care of the shipping. Tell me where to send it. We ship that book worldwide. We already got several orders today of books is getting shipped out worldwide, all over America. We got one in Germany. We send books to Australia. It costs a lot to ship to Australia. Trust me, more than you would even pay. We ship to Canada, anywhere in the world, as long as you have a physical address. It could be a P.O. box, a business address, your house address, mirrorofmotivation.com. Tell me where to send the book. I'm sending that book right to your doorstep. Get that book so you can learn. That's the self-guide to self-discipline. Now, I'm going to take questions and see what we got going on here in the comments. Carter checking in from Utah. What's good? Fly the Prophet said, how long I play overseas? 9 years. I had a 9-year career overseas. Devontae said, my name is Devontae. I moved to Miami. I was trying to see who you recommend as the best basketball trainer out here. I don't know who's training basketball in Miami, but if you look around on Google or IG, you could probably find a whole bunch of people. Fly the Prophet says, do you have audio for the books you have? Absolutely, of course. So you can get those at workonmygame.com. Workonmygame.com. That's where you can get all my books, courses, products, merch, t-shirts. Everything is at workonmygame.com. Vontae says, how would I buy some one-on-one time to pick your brain? How you would do that, you would pay it. We send you an invoice, you pay it, and then you get some one-on-one time. That's the way it works. If you are interested in that, if you're serious about that, go to Dre, email me, Dre@DreAllDay.com. That's my email address. Dre@DreAllDay.com. or send me a DM and I'll tell you what it will cost you and what I got to offer, and we'll go from there. Let's see what else. ARB, what's going on? C-Tour 11, what up? Just got done putting that work in Texas. Shout out to Texas. ARB said, where the announcements at? Gabe Ed Gons, what's good? Fly says, how do you know when to stop doing something that you want to pursue? Well, if you want to pursue it, why would you stop? If I want to pursue something, I ain't going to stop. ATN says, thinking back, how many times did I kill myself? Well, every time I made a huge advancement, it had to be a kill. So when I wanted to become a pro in sports, I had to kill. When I wanted to get out of sports, I had to kill. When I wanted to take my business to a different level, anytime I've done that, I had to kill. Actually, every day, really, you got to do it. That's what I talk about and work on your game. So if anybody wants to know more about how that actually works and how you can do it on a consistent basis, and it doesn't just have to be like every 6 months or when some tragedy happens or something like that. You do this every day. Every day you're looking at yourself and asking yourself, yo, what's working and what's not working? What I need to get rid of, what do I need to change? That's an everyday process. It's not just when you think about it or when you get excited. It's all the time. And again, I wrote about that in my book, Work on Your Game, the section on habits. ARB says, respect for grinding on my birthday yesterday. Well, it's just another day to everybody else, so I still got to deliver. Miles says, what do you think is the best way to develop leaders around you and your business? So I did a whole master class on that subject. Millionaire Miles. Go to Work on Your Game University. It's workonyourgameu.com. I have created and published over 1,400 masterclasses on any question you could possibly ask me. I have addressed in one of my masterclasses. You get access to 1,400 of them and over 1,500 hours of my best material. That's material that is, I've laid out the notes, scripted it out, video, audio, written. That is all at Work on Your Game University. So go to workonyourgameu.com. Workonyourgameu.com, Millionaire Miles, where you can get a detailed answer to that in multiple master classes. Whole section on leadership. Monte says, will do. Around what time tomorrow will be a good time for me to discuss? Send me a DM and I will let you know what it costs and what you can get. And then if there's going to be a next step, then we'll figure that out. But send me a DM first so I can tell you how it works. I am Manner says, I have a bachelor's in journalism. It's hard to read with this white tee on. Is it a bad thing to apply to jobs that only require a bachelor's degree, even if you're not passionate about it, those jobs aren't journalism related? Well, I'm assuming you're asking about Jeff Olden, what's good? I'm assuming you're asking about getting a job just so you can get some bread, so you can make some money. Then you do what you got to do to get the money right now. But if you got a degree in journalism, I'm assuming also that you actually want to be a journalist. If you want to be a journalist, then what you need to start doing is writing every single day. You need to be writing like 2-3 pieces a day, every day, and publishing them on a blog for free, or on Facebook, or LinkedIn, or anywhere you can publish for free consistently, and then start showing your work to the people that you want to actually hire you for a full-time gig. That's what you need to be doing. Now, if journalism's not paying you right now, then what you can do is go get the job you need to get so you can get the bag so you can pay your bills, but you need to be writing every single day. Listen, I'm not trying to get a job in journalism, but I write every day. So you trying to be a journalist, you better be writing every day. Fly the Prophet says, what if you want to pursue something but don't know how? Then you better get your ass on Google. I mean, you on Instagram right now, you better get on Google and find out how. What you talking about? That information is free. ARB says, do you think Devin Booker and Ja Morant got snubbed from being an all-star? No, nobody got snubbed. It's only 24 spots. Either you made it or you didn't. There ain't no snubs. All right, that's it. Everybody, I usually put these streams on YouTube, but they don't come up on YouTube for like a week or two later. So this will come up on YouTube. It'll be a couple weeks before I put it up. Mirrorofmotivation.com. That's where you get the book for free. If you already have the book, go to workonyourgameuniversity.com. That's where you get all of my masterclasses. If you like these that I do right here, this is just me going off the top. Imagine what it's like when I plan these out. I've given you 1,500 hours, not minutes, not seconds, 1,500 hours of my best material that I planned out, audio, video, and written. That's in the game group membership. You get access to that by going to Work on Your Game University, workonyourgameu.com. So if you want to learn more from me, get the book for free, Mirror Motivation. That's step 1. Step 2, Work on Your Game University and get into the membership, and you get access to all of my best material from the last 15 years. And I guarantee you it's better than anybody's material out there. That's just a fact. Work on your game. DreAllDay.com.